Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lindsay and today I am redoing the Vatore siblings. Listen, it's almost Christmas and I don't have any excuse for not doing Father Christmas other than it would be annoying to try to remake him Father Christmas. I probably will. Maybe I'll get that done today, have it out by Christmas, but who knows? Father Winter might just stay his wonderful self. But I was also kind of making this off because I didn't really have anything that I wanted to talk about, and I didn't really want to just leave it with just the music in the background. So I figured I'd kind of look back on what we got for The Sims 4 this year. We got a lot of packs, some pretty good ones. We got High School Years, which, had its broken moments for sure. It was very broken when it first came out, and it broke some very key features to the game, like the fact that people who were related were, flirting. It's, it is what it is. We got werewolves for the little game packs, which, werewolves was a good pack, I think. Werewolves was a very good pack. And then we also got My Wedding Stories at the beginning of the year, which I still haven't bought because I believe it's still broken from what I've heard. I always like to put off buying packs like that until I see what other people say about it. And normally I buy all of the game packs right when they come out. Expansion packs, I don't always do that. I tend to leave that till a little bit later. And I don't know. I think it's just a easier way of doing it. My Wedding Stories was very broken. The things that it was supposed to make Sims do in regards to wedding ceremonies just didn't really work out, which is unfortunate. And if I'm remembering correctly, I think we also either towards the end of last year or this year we got the addition of story progression mode in The Sims 4, which I think it adds so much to the world, but it also is very broken. For example, you've probably seen just households that have a dog or have a toddler because their parents became elders and then died with them still being, a baby. I do think that there should be limits to story mode. I also think it's very annoying that people are constantly asking your sim about things like Sims that aren't even like a played household shouldn't be asking your sim if they should be having a baby. I think played households should be the only ones who ask for that kind of advice. But constantly asking for it is a little annoying. I think that it could have been implemented a little bit better. But yeah, other than that, I think it's kind of weird thinking of the game without that feature, without story progression. Because we had story progression in The Sims 3, but it was okay, from what I remember. It did kind of suck because once a sim moved out of the neighborhood, then they were completely gone from the game. Be like, oh yeah, sim moved out, and then your sim would have been friends with that sim, and they would have been sad for however long, and that kind of sucks. Because you didn't really have the same amount of control over the world. But it made for, decent storytelling and stuff. You could be like, oh yeah, their best friend moved out of town. and that's really sad. But it was also very annoying sometimes because it would throw wrenches into plans a lot. But, you know, it really depends on your preferred play style. But I want to... when was story progression added? When was that added to The Sims 4? Oh yeah, it was this year. Like March this year. So that would have been after Wedding Stories came out. But I believe before high school years? So, you know, it was a pretty big addition to the game, no matter what. And I always love a free update. We got quite a few free things this year, actually. Whether that be the free stuff pack, the desert, when The Sims 4 became free. Hello, that's a pretty big deal, you know? That's actually a really big deal. The Sims 4 has been around a lot longer than most other of the Sims games. It's, you know, its life, its lifetime is so much longer. Almost, goddamn, yeah. I mean, it came out, was it 2014? It came out 2014. And they put out a lot of stuff that in 2015. I believe they had Outdoor Retreat, Spa Day, Get to Work, and Get Together came out that year. They really have slowed down the creation of expansion packs by like a lot. Like it used to be 2 every year. Pretty much up until I believe 2020 we got Eco Lifestyle and Snowy Escape with Journey to Batu thrown in there, which boo, that was they could have put something else out. And then 2021 only had Cottage, Living, and Dream Home Decorator come out that year. Because I think, yeah, that's when they first started doing kits. And I think there were a couple of kits that year. I don't remember. I don't remember which ones. I think Bust the Dust was the first one. But yeah, it's been an interesting year in The Sims, you know, free updates, we got good stuff, Werewolves, good kit, high school years, What's Not Broken, you know, it's a pretty decent kit. We need more stuff for other life stages other than young adult and teenagers, but I appreciate that they fully kind of fleshed out the teenage years. I appreciate that. But yeah, that's the end of the video. These are The Sims, the back and forth. Have a nice day. Bye!